hang about. Where have I gone? Have I gone, actually? That's where I've gone. Right. There I am. I lost myself for a second there. I had, yeah, messing around a bit in OBS before this stream. But, anyway. Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade. And welcome to a bit of Mahjong Soul. And Peppermint Cordial, hello! Nice to see you again. Playing Mahjong at this time of year, at this hour, contains the confines of your stream. It's more likely than you'd think. Oh. Yeah, no, I hope everyone's doing well. In spite of the world at the minute. I'm doing okay. I've been, you know, a little low energy, a little down in the dumps myself over the past couple of days, but, I feel like there's ever a time that everyone could use a bit of levity, it's now, and I'm on the kind of weirdest upswing. I'm slowly losing the will to live. I don't blame you. Yeah, been feeling a little bit of that myself, but like I say, my mood's got a weird upswing, had a weird upswing about a couple of hours ago, so I'm gonna capitalize on that and try and make some interesting, funny, haha Mahjong plays, for everyone to enjoy. Yeah, and that is right after I get into whatever this lucky spring fair is. Keep swinging up. Indeed I shall. Right. Let's go to this event. Master, we've arrived. This is the Snake Palace I mentioned before. Ichihime, I think your name is? I haven't spoken to you in months. What do you mean? I heard the Snake God can grant any wish. It's always packed with people. I'm not doing that. Give an offering to have your wish come true. Is it really that powerful? Okay. I can't wait to write down my wish. Maybe we can sneak a peek at the other wishes first. Only thing I can offer are these delicious cookies I didn't get to eat yesterday. Make my wish come true. I'll have to part with them for now. Oh god. Why is there a... Oh god. Okay. This fair is so crowded I can't keep up with all the work. I'm trying to go home early and listen to Kana's CDs. If only someone kind could help me out. I mean, these seem to be yes and yes. I do need funny haha plays. Well, Mimi, nice to see you as well. Well, I did catch you in the pre-stream chat. Holy, how much do you have to say? Fine, I'll help you. Just... Bond got stronger? Oh, God. Gonna help do it thoroughly. Competing wishes will affect the fair stats and meeting upgrade requirements. Okay, so it's... I think they've run a similar sort of thing to this before. That girl's been watching Master Secretly is said to be the Snake God's private attendant. We're working with her from now on. HM can sense the girl's powerful foodie aura. Its connection only true food lovers understand. Sure. It's like the Sports Festival Blue Archive Club and the roguelike Mahjong game. I do remember the roguelike Mahjong game mode. That was kind of interesting. If it's a bit more of that, I'm down to play a couple of hands of that, however many I'm, you know, allowed to play within the bleed limits of this. HM is off to explore the fair now. You can click the help button top left to see more rules. I mean, the new year bring master many opportunities. Okay, yeah, sure. During the Simple Fair, people will give their offerings and make wishes at the Snake Palace. Each wish has 2 options for you to choose. Completing wishes may increase or decrease the fair stats. When the fair stats meet certain requirements, the fair rank will go up more. Okay, sure. At the dawn of New Year, the powerful Snake God, along with a private attendant, moves into the Snake Palace, its popular spot in One Hand City. People of all ages come into... Okay, yeah, sure. Complete wishes. Completing wishes will affect the fair stats positively or negatively. Each arrow stands for 10 points. How much fair stats increase or decrease will be affected by the result of the completed wishes. Wishes can be obtained by finishing missions. So finish missions, then pick an offering that will have been dropped there, I assume. And then you, like, I don't know, get to pick some stats. Fair rank is limited. Fun, status, and bond. Okay, sure. Fair rank goes up. Special incidents will occur, and completing them will increase your fair stats greatly. Depending on your decision, the incidents will have different outcomes. He said that when the fair rank reaches its highest, you will discover the attendant's hidden secrets. Okay. About skills? Hit numbers, rank up, hit new numbers, repeat. Yeah, I imagine that'd be the basic loop. I'm just like, it's amazing how much they managed to like kind of almost flower that up here. Okay, use divine power to upgrade skills and enhance their effects. The fuck? Some skills can only be unlocked when you have reached the maximum fair rank. Divine power can only be obtained by finishing missions. Proper allocation of divine power is key to boosting efficiency. If any wishes don't turn out well, I will comfort the worshippers. Okay, sure. So missions we need. Alright, log in. That's got us 4 of them. Okay. Okay, yeah, daily logins. Win games. Like, not rounds, games? Fuck. Complete wishes incidents 4. Okay. Sure. Oh, Jesus, there's a lot. I don't have to... Oh, and... Okay. Don't have to play... Mahjong, which is continue. That's so convenient. In which case, please have one Jerome take over my shine cleaning duties this month. Okay, sure. In that instant, the air falls into a deadly sight. Snap back to senses, she starts to run over you too quick for slightly catching yourself. A temple fair helper. Ishimi ends up running errands for you for the rest of the day. Wanchero, completely unaware of any of this, sees Ishimi and you working so hard, they want to volunteer to do all the cleaning work at the Mahjong Soul Shrine. Ishimi's wish has actually come true. Oh, neat. Okay, right, and then these are... So these are this. This is... The Snake Cup Mahjong competition is starting soon. Sure. Not enough divine power left. Oh, I see. Okay. Right, what's that? So, can this go below 0? Dealing in helps you grow up. Let's go. Oh. Yeah, my advice is get good. Hell yeah. Oh, that's knocked me all the way back down to 10. Okay. Wasn't it 2 arrows and 1 arrow, though? So how is 2 hours 40? Okay, sure. So there's that. There's this now. I've got rewards. I've got... Okay, copper. It's basically not rewards then, but sure. Heard of your incredible balance omnipotent powers. I won't hesitate to hit smiling face talking in riddles. Or keep the raising going for 10 more minutes. I'd like to hear more. I mean, neither of these are good. And then I need divine power for these. But how... So where's my divine power? Here. Okay. Weekly missions and completing wishes. Okay, and then... to reward the Bamboo Clan employees the hard work over the past year, Fukaminami has prepared generous year-end gifts. Can't drop below 0. Excellent. We can abuse that. What's the best way to distribute them? Gift boxes? God. Okay. Also, I should have done this after I tried to abuse the lean thing there. The packaging so sweet the employees want to throw the gift boxes away even though they take a lot of space and serve no other purpose. The boxes end up gathering dust in the corner, turn this year-end reward into more of a hassle than a perk. God! Fucking... Okay. Well, this one I don't really... I need both of these stats to be better. And this one I need divine power for, and this one I need divine power for. But I guess I'm going to have to make a choice on this one anyway. Is this a visual novel? Kind of? I think? Let's, happy, I guess. Oh, great success. Okay. Sure. And then these need other stuff. Can I get any divine power for these? Or, like, no? Oh, there we are. There's 50 of it. Yep, that'll do. Oh, but I lose 10 of it each time. And now we're at the next level up, which is another incident. Blind fortune teller. Wan Feng spotted a blind fortune teller seems to be a real guru and had countless supporters at the temple fair. The fortune teller ended up taking a lot of Wan Feng's business, and his supporters even accused Wan Feng of pretending to be the blind fortune teller to dupe people. Sure. Yeah, I did it. This makes a lot of sense. Okay. Oh, and then have I got another incident? When I was around, Wan Feng leaves some coppers near the blind fortune teller's stall. Sure enough, the blind fortune teller quickly scans his surroundings before grabbing the coppers at lightning speed and putting them away after a few wipes. Wan Feng confronts him with the video record, and the fortune teller is sensible enough to leave. Hell yeah. Hibiki Himikawa wants to do a live stream at the Snake Palace during the Spring Temple Fair. Sure, this can't go badly. Hey, Divine Power. We got it back. As a dedicated professional, Hibiki Himikawa meticulously researched everything to ensure her audience has a fantastic experience with the Snake Palace during her live stream. Thanks to the overwhelmingly successful live stream, the Snake Palace has gone viral, leading to a significant increase in offerings. This outcome thoroughly pleases Lady Li Yang's attendant, who is delighted with the decision. Neat. Divine Power bonus for wishes and incidents. Oh, we can use Divine Power to level up these. Right. Okay. Well, let's grab all of this first. We got Sphere, and what the hell are these? Spring exclusive emotes. Oh, neat. Huh. And complete 8 of those. We get more Divine Power, which means we can do more upgrades. So, I guess... Problem is, I want to leave, like, some Divine Power back for... all of this. I mean, am I crazy to say we maybe do, like... 30... 35, give us a 20% chance to just re-roll stuff. Leave these kind of alone for the minute. Because I'm no good at these, whatchamacallem, like, visual novel. Ooh, yeah, pick which one is the right one type things, because I've got no fucking clue. And then we... Is this different to this? Sky High Ambition? Oh, okay, this is the... Right, okay. Wait, this is Mahjong Balatro. Firework Glaive at this... Use 108 tiles, removing the 2 to 8 man tiles. So no character... No. No characters except the 1 and 9, weirdly. Alright, upgrade and... Upgrades and talismans in the shop price. Significant help in your path toward challenges. During the event, complete to receive Sage's Bag, event illustrations, and more. The enhancement points you gain can make you even stronger, soaring straight to the sky. Okay. I did like this last time it was on. I'm down to play a bit more of this. So, new start. So we pick one of these to start with. Okay. For each remaining tile exchange, get 2 star coins at the end of the level. I don't know what star coins are, because I cannot remember how this game mode works. I just remember that it was kind of cool. Tile exchanges +2 locks 6 tiles into the tile wall. That seems pretty good. You haven't exchanged tiles this level hand times n. N equals the remaining tile exchanges times 1. Ooh, okay. So you've got kind of like a delayed gratification effect from Balatro there, kind of. Although I think, like, I'm not sure. We'll try this. Okay, so we have 5 switches. We have 2 East Dora, and we know there's a 3rd East there. So what don't we want? We just want a winning hand. We can get rid of these 2. We know there's a 2nd Green Dragon coming up, but not necessarily there's the 3rd one. We know there's another 9 coming up. We know there's another 1, but I think we can do better. We can try and fish for something that works with these. So I would switch out these. This has, how you say, not really help. Let's switch out these again. This is also garbage. Can we get something that fucking helps? I mean, okay, we've got 2, 3 now, I guess. Go to this north. 7, 8, 9. You'll love to see it. Switch this. So I don't see a reason to not use the full. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess, but... We do have 2 6s coming up, actually. So we know that this will eventually complete. So I'm going to go ahead and say, why not, actually? Yeah, let's get rid of this. Or this. This works too. And there's another 6. I'm going to go for something kind of a bit flushier, but I guess it doesn't actually matter now. Or I guess, unless I want to take this green dragon out of the equation, but I kind of don't. Be real with you. I think it's actually, yeah, smarter to just do this. Okay, switch this up to 3, 4, 5 in case we get a... what you call it? Exactly one of those. For a few extra points. Would have got the 4th, that 4, 5, 6. But, you know, it is what it is. I think a pair of Easts instead of a pair of 9s is not terrible. Or a pair of green dragons, I should say. I know it's a bit folly because we've got... Like, we could just win off this. But also, we want to kind of win off the East anyway. So, you know, I'm not hugely fussed. Although, I guess the earlier you win with these kind of hands, you can kind of, like, score twice. Yeah, there we are. So now we just kind of wait until we win things. We know there's going to be a win on the East. If we happen to draw any 6s, of which there is one in the chamber, actually. Yeah, there we are. There's another East. Right, so there's 1,300. Which means we've already massively overscored. But we will continue doing so anyway. That's another 1,000. Oh, and we weren't going to get that East at the end, apparently. Oh, I see. Right. So. Upgrade. So these are, I'm assuming, the star tiles. What do we got here? Like, packs? Added soul tile. What the fuck is a soul tile? Can I, Ooh. Okay. Right, so next... Okay, we got 400 and 700 as our next two. We just got, like, almost 2,000 on that, so I think we're pretty okay. Another Dora indicator would definitely be good. A couple more open tiles. Let's take, one talisman from 3. Yeah, let's take another one of these. Bane of Ichi, the fucking lemon face. Oh, when winning, for each terminal tile, in a triplet or sequence, the talisman gets +1 hand. Okay, so if you go for that. When winning, for each green dragon tile, get 2 star coins. Each number tile grants an additional 5 points. I really like Bane of Ichihime, actually. And then... You know what? Let's, We got the coins. Let's spend them. When winning within the first 12... Okay, maybe not. Times 1 hand. After finishing with the tile exchange, if you consecutively draw and discard 9 or more tiles, each tile grants this talisman times 0.1 hand. Oh. When winning, 1 random Yaku is calculated again, actually. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Okay. I think we might be onto something here. Target points 400. Let's see what we can do. I mean, we have 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this is kind of crazy, actually. Don't think these do much for us. I also don't think these really do much for us. So we'd be wise to switch these. It's kind of a dream come true situation. We've got 7, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. I'm really not invested in this lot. I would love something that flushes, but also something with Dora in is fine. What really pains me is that we're going to have to, like, particularly because we've got this Bane of Ichihime thing, where we're going to get 2 things having 9s in. We're going to have to drop this 8, which I hate to do. But I think it needs to be done. This 9 is not much better. 3, 4, 5, 6. We can pair up on either end of it if we get this 4, 6, 6 sorted. Yeah, alright. And then, my hope is that we find a 5-pin fairly soon. And then... and there we have it. Immediately. So we win on 3s, 6s, or 9s somehow. So yeah, let's just go with that, shall we? I don't think my idea of locking these tiles on the wall is all that good. Right, so we win off this for a fair bit. Yeah, so there's 1,000 already. And I think the Ichihime thing should pop a bit. Yep, there it goes. There's another one. Okay, right. 500% points. 12 star tokens. Not bad start. So how much are you sitting at the minute? Currently plus 5 Han. That's pretty good. That's, yeah, I'm not knocking that at all. Does anyone know what a soul tile is? Because, Lord almighty, do I not. I think our talismans are actually pretty sick. I think another Dora indicator is huge. Another 2 open tiles, why not? Let's just go from there. Upper limit of tile exchanges is set to 3. That's, I understand. So, we just want something that wins fairly quickly here then. So, wests, we know there's one west locked in the wall. We're not really excited to see this. 999s, 556, 135, all pretty good. In fact, particularly since the first time we're going to draw is a 4, we can get 3, 4, 5 right off the jump. Given that we know that, it's probably worth switching these. Now we have something, dare I say, a little more awkward. Well, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe pairing up either end of it isn't the worst, but we have like 3 pairs in hand anyway. It doesn't exactly spark joy, is what I'm trying to say here. 7, 9. I mean, they're both Dora, I guess. Landing an 8. I know there's one there, but it would be like the dream. So I think we skip from here. Now, we have to make a bit of a decision. And it's a toughie. We do have a 7 here, so we know 5, 6, 7 can become a thing. The question is, do we want 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7? Do we want to try and bet on another one, or just bet on a red dragon? It's 2 of each tile either way. And also, to be fair, there's a lot of other things that have got to come up. This is a little dicey, maybe. Okay. I think you do yourself a solid and you drop the red dragons here. I just don't think they're the most helpful. Would love that 9-pin. I mean, I'll keep it around so there's red dragon, I guess, but like I'm not sold on the idea. Nope. Nope. Again, Again, not the most helpful. We're really looking for an 8 soul here. Much like this, actually. Which there is apparently one of? Have we made a horrible mistake? Because, yeah, there's one of it, but it's also there in the wall. Right, we can... Okay, there's 2 in the wall there. There's 3 of these, but we know there's a guaranteed win on this. Okay. It's not quite the hand we were looking to get. But I think we can score 700 off this, maybe? Then if a red 5 comes up, that would also be nice. Yeah, because all these want me to discard the 8, but I'd like... The only 8 I can see in the wall is there. Similarly, the only 9 I can see in the wall is there, because this is locked. So, it actually makes sense to, like... Maybe drop this, hope the 7 isn't one of these 2 tiles, and then once we've got this, pivot out later. Oh, but we can't pivot out later, because we'll have already dropped the 7. Ooh, that's awkward. So the question is, do we know enough Mahjong math to know whether this hand is going to win or not? And the answer to that, in all honesty, is absolutely not. Okay. In which case, I have to believe that there's at least one 7 in the rest of these, if not more. If there's no 7s, then you've honestly done me a great disservice here. So we've just got to draw for that 7. And yeah, all of these are just, hey, you should drop your 8. So right, we're in the lap of the gods somewhat here. That's the wrong 7. We're not going to see it, are we? I have made a grave error. Well, that is unfortunate. Damn. I think we had something really good going there. Maybe I just got a bit greedy. But hey-ho. Okay, well, we got our one for playing a game, I guess. That's I mean, like I say, it's all a good bit of fun, that. I do like that they add these little modes every now and then. And definitely, you know, being Mahjong Balantro, pretty good. Right, so, but with that being out the way, I think it's high time, now that we're a bit warmed up, we've got our brain in Mahjong mode, if we hit up ranked a bit. Oh. The long prophesized return, the ranked ladder. Or I can lose another 400 points or something, let's go. Okay. Let's check out our first hand. So North Wind to North, so you don't hate to see that. We're probably going to want to drop this West Wind at our earliest convenience, followed by this 9, because it's not really doing much. I tell a lie, it's actually 2 out of 3. It's a valued member of this 789 that I'm totally going to get. Which means, changing things slightly, we want to drop this Green Dragon for this pair of Dora 3s. And our goal at the minute is simply go fast. And we've got enough of a hand here where we can absolutely justify calling. We're going to drop the dragons early to stop other people trying to go fast, unless that just gets called here. But, you know, we tried our best, It's always worth dropping the green dragons first, I think, just on the very slim off chance someone's going for, like, a perfect green hand. I think having our kind of hand be a bit more pawn-coded, as it were, if that's a thing. Can you please read the names of your opponents? I can read the names of 2 of them. For sure. You've got, on my right, you have RRV. Across us, you have Dorahina, Dorahina-chan. And this is, yeah. The kanji pronunciations is kind of where I fall down. We are going to chi that as well. Notice the player to our left, I can't pronounce the name of, has got a bunch of easts, which is upsetting. Gonna drop the 6. We ideally want to see, like, norths, or maybe just to have people think we're playing some kind of crazy, like, half-outside hand, maybe. But yeah, this on the left, I'm not sure. But we have Dorahina-chan and RRV elsewhere. Any 8s down? No, but there is a 2 down there, so it makes more sense to drop this. And also, I want to keep my pair of 3s together because they're Dora. Thank you. Now, there's 4 8s left. There is 1 9 and 2 3s. I think we... I've been wrong about this before, but I'm going to bank on the 8s. There we go. I was right too. Alright, not a bad little start there. You know, a quick about just under 4k hand. You know, puts our head kind of comfortably above the parapet. And whether that's to immediately get shoved back down remains to be seen. Oh, this is so greedy. I can't justify this level of greed. I can't keep all 3 dragons in hand. That's insanity. Okay, we've got an immediate pawn on the easts from player across from us, which is not good. What are we thinking like here? We're thinking dodge them. A west wind is not something I'm particularly interested in, given there's already 1 down. So, what am I interested in actually in this hand? Like, I guess I held on to this 1 in the nebulous hope I could find a 2 and make something of it, but then I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need exactly another 3 or a 6. We keep feeding tiles to the player across from us. Ooh. Excuse me. Yeah, hopefully the name reads as best as I can get them are alright for you, Mimi. So. 1, 3. Like, the 6 is really probably the thing that does the least in this hand, objectively speaking. except for this white dragon, which I for some reason haven't dropped, despite the fact there's 2 of them down. I mean, this 8 will do more than that. So now the 6 does something, because we could have 6, 7, 8 pair of 9s. We've got a Khan on the easts. Which makes... Okay, well, look, maybe there's a cosmic reason why I kept this 1 around. Okay, green dragon down there. I don't particularly feel like calling this game. I'm going to hang on to this green dragon on the assumption it's going to be a fairly safe tile later in the game. Because the problem with dragons and like other kind of high-value tiles like Dora is that... Oh, wow, dropped 2 of them. That's actually kind of terrifying. I think we do drop the green dragon here. And again, we just need to keep some beady eyes on player across from us. No real other, like, rumblings from players either side of us. That's certainly something. Are there any 1s down? There's a 1 down. There's no 3s down, so it makes more sense to put the 1 down. In case we can find a third 3 and even things up that way. I mean, you could argue that, you know, maybe we could do some half-outside stuff with this. I kind of hate dropping this one, but I feel I have to. It passes, thank God. Just, you know, 18 tiles left. I think at this stage we're in full, we're just folding this out mode. Which means that... maybe not like full folding this out mode. Maybe we can drop an 8 and get away with it here. Had to think about that one a little bit. Dropping a Dora 7. That's interesting. Ooh, don't like. Okay, well, the white dragon's a safe tile. We can always drop another Dora 7 like the player to our right did. Possibly. Let's not pawn this. This is a fucking landmine of a tile, so we're not dropping that. We're going to drop a Dora 7. It passes, thank God. Oh, God. Okay, well, no, that's actually really good. We've got a safe tile for both of these players in this 9. Or we've got another Dora 7, which was also a safe tile for both. We're fine. We made it. Just play defensively. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Everyone was ready except me. Okay. Right, well, I had to fold out at the end there. God, does that put me down below first, even though I won a hand? That's crazy. I mean, having to pay the Win Tenpai tax is rough. Okay, 1 Dora Green Dragon. It's never getting made. Like, I mean, never say never, but in this case, you might actually want to say never. And if I'm going to say never, then I'm going to be the reason why it's never getting made. I'm just going to cast that out. I think my hand's not a million miles away from being made into something, but at the same time, I think, you know, someone with a fast set of dragons could come and snake that underneath me, so why should I give them both the speed and the points? A 2 is not exactly... I mean, I wouldn't be mind it if I drew it, because 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 would be pretty cool. But... pawning it, I'm just not sure is something I can get behind. I do like this 4 instead of this 1. Opens it up a bit, so instead of just waiting on a 2 to finish 1, 2, 3, we can have a 2 to finish 2, 3, 4, or a 5 to finish 3, 4, 5. Another east. Maybe it would have been nice if I'd have kept it, but, you know, it's the way the cookie crumbles. I think unless we draw like a red dragon next turn, we probably want to get rid of this now. To try and stop exactly this, but yeah, maybe I should have just held it at that stage. As what I am noticing a lot from these games is that, like, if you don't drop your dragons like first 2 or 3 tiles, you may as well hold on to them. Okay, 2 7s dropped here means this double 7 is... I'm not going to say useless, we could still use a pair, but it's a lot less potent. 2, 3. Okay, we got 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 3. That's a shape. That's something we can get behind. We could, but if we really want to rush for something, I was gonna say we could start calling and go for a Tanyao kind of all simples type joint, but As it turns out, no, we're just going to watch this player to our left get obliterated. Well, not quite obliterated. It's 8k. It's recoverable. Why is this hand the way that it is? I mean, okay, 789, 789. I see what you're doing. You're giving me something to work with here. I appreciate that. This is actually a lot less bad than I thought it was on first inspection. Oh. Really? Already? God, this player across from us has woken up with dragons every single time. It's kind of astounding. Pawns out the ones. Not a... Okay. So what are we looking at here? Half outside or flush? A 3 does go kind of nice with this 5 that I want to keep around anyway, so I'll drop a white dragon for it. Okay, everyone else is going very fast. Well, if there's ever been a time to draw some correct tiles, now would be it. Or I guess maybe some very incorrect... Ooh! Hello. No, that's not good. You can't see it because it's behind me, but my connection to Mahjong Soul is apparently a bit dodgy at the minute. The magic Reachy button has appeared. I don't make the rules, I just press that. And we're looking for what exactly? A 2 or a 5? I reckon that should be doable. I've not given away too much, I think, given that I've just had, like, 4 honor tiles go down. In fact, 5 if you count the west afterwards. So really, I could be searching for, like, anything here. But yeah. Definitely the important thing to learn, or at least I think I've learned over the past, week and a bit about Mahjong. Because I've been playing some off-stream with some, kind of other, interested fine folk. And I've been learning, little bits and bobs to try and improve my game a bit. And, the important thing is that Mahjong, it's a game of absolutes. You either have a hand or you don't. The smallest, crappiest, fastest hand of 1,000 is better than trying to go for something bigger and not getting there. So, is this hand going to score a lot? It's like Pinfu 1 Dora. 1 Dora and a red 5, actually. So, like, pretty reasonable for how quickly we got it. But, like, it's not a showstopper. But at the end of the day, do we need it to be? Not especially. We just need it to, put the fear of God in people. Oh, boy. Also, if we could maybe draw a winning tile, or if someone could drop it, that would be fantastic as well. Okay. Don't like how fast everyone else is progressing here. Or how they all managed to dodge, like, the tiles I needed. Okay. There we go. Oh god, 2 of us needed that. And I had more than 8k? Oh no, RRV. I'm terribly sorry, but you have indeed perished. Oh, because we got 2 on the Uradora from the lean, Oh, from 1 each of those. So that's a 12k hand. Oh no, you're reeling, you're dazed. It's, right. So you know how I was saying about how it's not the biggest hand in the world? As it turns out, it is actually pretty fucking good. And I know jack shit about what I'm talking about. Fair enough. Message received and understood. I think that this hand is also not terrible. Like 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9 just being made is fine. We got 1, 3, 1, 2, some other stuff here. We'll drop this green dragon because there's already 1 down. Will this 8 come in handy? Probably not, but, give it a go. This 1, perhaps not. I'm feeling if we can get a 9, take the 7, 8, 9, we can maybe go half outside. We have a player to our left just storming off. Okay, times have changed. We're not going for 7, 8, 9. We're just going to ignore that and go for this Dora instead. Excuse me. Now, the one downside to waiting on a 3 for either 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 3 is that one of them is in the wall. So we've got less chance of drawing it. We are also on the south seat, but, like, One south wind's already down, so I probably wouldn't get too attached to this particular tile. Instead, we'll take a 4-5-5, you know. Might mean we have to drop a Dora, but if it does, then it does, you know. We gotta further our ambitions somewhat. Because now all we're waiting on is a 5, 6, 7 is gonna do it for me over 6, 7, 8. Particularly if we're not committing to the half outside hand. We'll take that spice for sure. But yes, now we're either a 2-pin or a 3-soul away from calling Ricci. Doesn't mean you're gonna have to drop the Dora 4, but you know, it is what it is. See what we can do here. It's not going to be call that 6. It's also not going to be doing anything with this 7 particularly. Yeah, not this 7 either. In fact, no 7s. We're looking for like a 2 or a 3. They don't even add to make 7. I'm not sure how you can be making this mistake, quite frankly. Okay. This is actually good, because now it means we can drop the 5 and have a pair of Dora 4s. Someone was contemplating that 5, but not contemplating it enough, evidently. Now, we do have to consider the possibility of, what if we get a 6-soul? And then we have to make 4, 5, 6. Do we take that? I think we honestly just ignore that at this point. I mean, also there's 3 of them down, so the chances of this happening are actually pretty minuscule. But I think at that point, you just got to say, we're not interested. We've got a hand made here. You know, we maybe don't need to be this greedy about it, but I think our best shot is, again, still just drawing one of these 2 tiles, which I guess other people are just holding in their hands. Well, if this one doesn't come to fruition, that would be a bit of a shame, but... And also all 4 6s are down, so I can't draw that. There's... No... Oh, no. That's tragic. Is this more than 5k? No, it's just like 2.4, actually. It's about half. I was going to say, if you could just wipe this person out so I could take a nice cheeky first, that would be fantastic, actually. Okay, Okay. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down, game. So, we've got 111, 789, like a random 2, I guess. So this can be pair of 1s, 1, 2, 3. Let's not rule that out. Let's rule the south out, though. So 1, 2, 5, 8. Just a kind of scattering of numbers that we can maybe pull another tile from. To kind of make things a bit more palatable. Do I regret dropping that 6 because we've just drawn a 5? Not specifically. Still think it was the right play at the time. This 3-5 is probably our dodgiest kind of thing we're looking into here. Like, if it was 3-5-7, I can make a bit more sense of it, because we could either have a 4 or a 6, and that would, you know, that would do us just fine and dandy. But given the 7 is already kind of accounted for, we're essentially just looking for a 4, so it's a bit of an awkward single weight. But do we prefer it? I think we prefer it to this second 9, though, that I can't see doing anything. Oh, someone's canned out some red dragons. Okay. Right, I think we dropped this 8 for this pair of 1s. Now, what's interesting here, potentially, is that we can have... Well, there's a 3 in the wall. We can have 1, 2, 3, given that that's just been made Dora. So, I would like to keep it around. Yikes. Okay. Right, we're going to drop this 5. It's a bit risky. Yeah. Ah! Why have I done this to myself? I was like, I shouldn't, but also, like, it's early enough in the game where I thought I might get a hand. Oh, well, that's ruined my lead. We're now down in 3rd, and it's going to take a lot for us to come back from that one. Should have played it safer. Okay, right. So, let's start by putting an east down. I think. Do you want to pawn this? No. Ugh. That one's hitting me. I was literally this close to being like, okay, yeah, the one is, you know, the one's a safe tile, but I don't really want to drop it. So I was like, yeah, I could drop this instead, and was immediately punished for my crimes. But that one is totally on me. Like, I see where I went wrong, and it's just about trying to get... I mean, naturally, of course, now that we kind of are starting to look for points again, we lose all ability to draw, like, Dora tiles, or in fact, anything useful. Just a bunch of wind tiles. So this one might have to be a fold out, and we're now kind of hoping that RRV doesn't lose here. I guess we get rid of this 8, 7, 8, 9. I'm kind of holding on to this green dragon in a naive hope that it becomes something. This is pretty good, this kind of run here. We've got 7, 9, 9. We've got a random 2 we can get rid of if we're being very honest with ourselves here. Unless it, like, magically becomes something, but I can't see that happening. Alright, I get it, game. You wanted me to keep the 8. You know, but times have passed, you know, that tile is gone, that ship has sailed. Can we get something relevant to our current kind of game state? That would be great. Like a 5, see? Much better, thank you. This is almost exactly what we were looking for. What we were looking for exactly to not happen, though, is that. Actually, no, I guess it's RRV, so if RRV wins off someone else, that gives us more time to kind of assail the top ranks. We'll be dropping this. We are going to need to drop this green dragon, which is a safe tile, which is good to know. And yeah, I think I would prefer to do that. Just in case now if we get a 7 or a 9, we can kind of, you know, wait on this. A 7 pin would be really good. Okay. Right, let's see Patsu down. See, now I have an awkward decision where I'm waiting for this, I guess. Well, okay, at least it's a Tsumo. At least it wasn't just me dealing in. That's 5,200, with most of it being taken off of this. This is an alright outcome, actually. You know? This is an okay outcome. We are on East 4 still, so what are we looking at here? 7, 8, 9, a pair of 1s. 4, 5, 5 with a little 7 on the end, and a little 2 with the other end as well, I guess. 3, 7's not doing much. I'll take a 5. Just, you know. Never know, you might find a red one. Or you might just give the south wind to the player to your right who's in the south seat. At current moment in time. Which is not great. And east wind also. God damn, people are pulling these, like, seat and round winds just very consistently at the minute. I think, God. I think, don't hate me for this, but I think we dropped this 3. There's a 3 down, and if I can just kind of not get too invested in the man suit and kind of, you know, get more tiles close to these, like a 6 would go kind of crazy, I think. Then, ooh, this does change things, however, because I want that Dora. I'm in kind of need of it, so I'm going to drop this 2, because this 7-8 has kind of become something else. Yes, it's a single, bit of a clowny single weight, but, you know, it is what it is. Still not too upset about dropping the 3, given that the 9 we pulled was Dora. Does mean we're looking for an 8, and one of them's in the wall, which is not a place you super want to be in. And also, the player to our left is determined to drop every 3 in the game, so we have to draw, like, a 5 or 2 6s. Or a 5 and a 6 or 2 6s, I should say. Which is kind of not cool. And they've also found green dragons. How does everyone keep finding all these honor tiles? I don't get it. God, Dora Hina-chan also finds, in the north winds. Does this help us? Like, I genuinely don't think it does. Okay. Again, I'm not hating this, actually. For a round that was looking pretty bleak, Like, granted, I lost East Seat, which is, you know, a bit of a bummer, but, you know, pulling the gap between... I guess, to be fair, it's not even the gap between second and third, because that's Dorahina as well. But pulling us kind of a bit closer together so I can maybe try and swing a hand later and seal a deal, as it were. Okay, keep calling out the east winds again, but I'm significantly less scared this time because it's south round, south seat. So I'll be dropping this north, taking this. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Extra 8 here. 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Yep, there's already one south wind down. I don't mind dropping that. I guess then our next drop is probably this 8 once whatever this is resolves itself. Or we could always drop this east that's already been called. That's also a pretty valid play, if you ask me. Yeah, there we are. And now I just press magic win button. What have I got? I don't fucking know. Does it... Okay, no, it's a single weight I'm waiting on, which is a shame because it means we don't get Pinfu, but we do get Ipatsu off the leading player. So, for at least 8k somehow? What Uradora did I get? Okay, 2 on the Uradora. So, by getting insanely lucky, we have clambered our way back to second. We'll take it. I'm not, you know, I'm not going to complain. Do I think it was entirely deserved? No, but, you know, that's just how it is. That's, okay, you literally could not have, like, she just had that locked. God, they love calling the people at this table. They love calling. Can't get enough of it. Like, literally, first 2 tiles, and they're just like, call, call, call. It's like, alright, alright. So, we have 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, which is, it's a shape that's going to hurt my head. I'm going to drop this 9, I think. I think that's the right play. Because I don't think it does much here. Because if we draw an 8 for, like, 7, 8, 9, we already had 6, 7, 8. So, like, you know, what's the 9 doing there? I get the impression we're not going to struggle for pairs, given this middle stuff. That's not me running the maths on it or anything, or trying to work out the sequences, which is probably more accurate, but I've just got this kind of, you know, gut feeling that it's not going to go down like that. And then I guess this 7, 9, like, single weight's a bit... Well, it would be a bit clowny, maybe, if I wasn't also maybe waiting for 5, 6, 7. So this is, like, technically, we look at this as a 5, 7, 9, which is fixed by 8 or 6. We then have 3, 4, 5, and a pair of 2s. So actually, yeah, I much prefer looking at it that way. I think I would have loved to have drawn that 2. It would have thrown me into a kind of a state of turmoil. Actually, no, I guess it wouldn't. It just means we'd take triple 2s instead of a pair of 2s. And then means we're also looking for a pair again, kind of rather ironically. Okay, so what fixes us up here? I guess a 6 or an 8 is like a shoe-in. A 3-pin could also work. Yeah, there we go. So waiting on 3 pins on either of these. Let's... yeah, sure. Just call Reach. Is it the biggest hand in the world? No, but the idea is it spooks people. You know, am I particularly waiting on a great tile? Also, no. It's got to be said. And we're also looking to not drop man tiles because it looks like player to our right is going for a half flush. With the south wind, to be fair, so this also could just be a huge bluff. But, you know, like, there's options there. As opposed to our singular option of draw tile. Ooh. Taking a while for that one to pass. That was a man tile, but luckily we managed to get through unscathed. Yep, learns the 3s are safe. 6s are safe. Thank you. Wrong. Whew. Okay. Oh, we got 1 from the Uradora again. Uradora have been very kind to us this game. And we've almost made it back to first, a feat which I didn't think we were going to be able to do this game. Moves us on to South 3 as well. We are South-South, which would be great if we had any south winds of any description. 2 wests, but, you know, you're not going to see me writing home about that while I'm not in the west seat. And I would also say, well, it's not West Round, but if you're playing a game with West Rounds on, then God help you, you must have been at that table for years. We're also going to drop this 9. We've got 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and a 4. Maybe there's, like, some kind of motion in the ocean for doing a mixed triple sequence. I'm going to naively hold on to this 4 in the, like, off chance that comes to fruition. I don't think it will. But yeah, what I would love to see 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, pair of 8s, and like 2 wins. I guess the 2 wins are actually kind of messing us up here because on the off chance we, you know, no, it's not that bad. I'm thinking about it too deep. I was like, well, if I wanted to get rid of these and go for like a Tanya, I'd also have to get rid of this 9, which means I'm taking a pair of 8s, which means I have to do the stuff with this anyway. But like I say, I think that really is honestly thinking about it a little too much. Right, early reaching this player to our left again. Terminal's looking reasonably safe. That 2 is safe. Is this 4 safe? Maybe. Let's give it a go. No, it's not. Oh, agony. Okay, it was a low value hand, but you know, it's still smart. It still stings. In fact, this player on the left is getting away with it so much. Like, I am really bad at working out what tiles are safe when it's not just like, obviously, you know, the ones in the discard are safe, but trying to work out the ones outside of that. Like, I know there's some arcane art for divining that, but I do not possess it. We do get to keep south-south with a south in hand, though, which is nice. We've also got a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which, you know, I'm going to be happy with any day of the week. I don't think this 9 really factors into it at any point is the problem. Well, maybe it can. No, maybe it can. Maybe we can get 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, pair of 9s. You know, I kind of like that more than I like waiting for this 4 to become something. I say immediately pulling a 5. Okay, there's 1 green dragon down. I guess we'll take it. But my kind of prediction is that I drop this basically immediately for this 6, 7. Well, I didn't predict the 6, 7 bit, obviously, but I predicted I was going to drop it fairly soon, and I was correct in that assumption. I'm going to hold on to this south for as long as possible until we have to call reach, I guess. Which could be made by, let's have a look, a 3 or a 6 of man, or a 5 or a 8 of soul. So that's actually fixed by 3, 6, or 9. That's an enormous kind of set of tiles to wait on. So, yeah, we'll be doing that. 3, 6, or 9 of man. That's what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 tiles we're waiting on, which is no mean feat. And a little man tile there, maybe just to... In fact, 2 man tiles, just, you know... Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because I guess I discarded a bunch of things that aren't man. So what I can really do is stop discarding man tiles now. Give away what man tiles I don't need. I suppose, you know, the 3 I do. Because, yeah, because now everyone's just discarding, like, their Peen and Soul tiles, because they're all I discarded before I called Reach, so the chances of me needing them, I guess, are less likely. That being said, I am now about to ruin your life. Reach, cheap in food, red 5. Yeah, respectable. Respectable 4K hand. It seems to be like I'm just feeding off of RRV a lot, and then this player in first is just feeding off of me. Unfortunately, the problem with me... Oh, no, wait. I wasn't in East Seat. So I was going to say, unfortunately, the problem is that the table won't rotate, but it in fact does. And I, once again, don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Ooh, okay. So we've got pair of 7s, which are Dora, pair of 9s. There's an 8. I'm not going to complain about that, I think. Okay, Pons out the 1s. I'm not too concerned. I think maybe we get rid of this 9 for this 2, just because it's a bit closer to what we're looking at, but... So, obviously, you know, the dream here is get 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. On the off chance that doesn't happen, we drop this 9. We have 9, 8, 7, and then 6, 7, 8, or 4, 5, 6, 7, which I think are acceptable trades as well if we get something a bit further down there, because the important point here is that we race to, we just race to a completed hand, rather than worry too much about, like, getting the absolute maximal amount of points out. Pair of 2s, I can drop a red dragon for that. And now we're left in a kind of weird position, where I guess, so we get the 8, then we have to drop this 4, and then we're looking for something to finish this off, or this, to be fair. 4, 4, 5, is it worth dropping this for? Yeah, we don't really need, I don't think it makes the hand better, because even if we get, like, you know, a 5 here, we still have 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, and we just drop the 9 for it. 6 is interesting. And there's less of it down than this, so I'm actually inclined to... No, I'm going to stick to my guns here. I don't think the 6 is the play. Because I feel like having more things that can fix this, like tile outs, is better. Although 2, 2, 3 does have a certain je ne sais quoi, and by that I mean there's not any of it down, that I think would be beneficial here. Okay. Hand slowed down a little bit, not been drawing the best tiles, kind of just been drawing more side grades and upgrades, as it were. And we could really use with 4, 5, 6. There we go. Right, now we have to make a decision. And I think the decision is we'd now be looking for 1s or 4s. Yeah, I think this is the play. And then we have 6, 7, 8. Ooh, not good. Okay. Oh, okay. That's huge, actually. Let's go. Ronald leading player to just pull him. Oh my god, that's big. That's a 16k hand. You can go directly to hell, actually. You can go directly to last place and lose the game there, actually. You have been outskilled, I'm sorry. Wow, what a well-deserved first I just got. And I guess, yeah, that's a game 1. Do I get any, like, any stuff for that? Apparently I do. There's some red dots here. Rewards. Complete any match. Enhancement points. Oh, yeah, we can do this. Okay. Number of initial trial exchanges. Cost of the first refresh. Number of talisman packed from the shops. Let's do star coins held. Let's do initial tile exchanges and star coins held again. Enhanced ability to take effect at the start of a new game round. Understood. But yeah, so we got a couple of things there. And we got win a game with no AI. There we go. So we get to do some more visual noveling. Wish me happy birthday. Happy 4th birthday. This is a 4-year-old. Okay. I've always felt inferior to others since I was traveling because I started playing Mahjong. Dealing in helps you grow up. Absolutely. Use divine power to make the tree grow taller. Yeah, why not? Pain. I lost 10 divine for that. Winter clothes, because we need more of that. Oh, cool, we got another instant. Ju thinks a normal temple fair is too boring to actually invite him to perform something interesting for Lady Li Yang. Show me just how interesting it can be. Hell yeah! More divine power. Ju tells you to look forward to tomorrow. Recalling some of his past pranks, you decide to take initiative and announce in advance that Gemini will be performing for everyone tomorrow. Ju laughs and applauds upon hearing your announcement. On the next day, he keeps his word, delivering a wonderful clown show with his troupe for the tourists. Before leaving, Ju thanks... sorry, the tourists. Full stop. Before leaving, Ju thanks you for making him, a clown who entertains others, feel like he's having fun too. He looks forward to interacting with you again. Neat. Okay. So we could do, divine power stuff, I guess. More of these, and we've got a mission done. Oh, and that gives us 50 divine power. So actually, if we go to our upgrades, fair stats bonus. I mean, I guess like one extra stat doesn't seem like a lot. I'm gonna be real. But okay, maybe we invest a bit of divine power in these. Like the 3 extra bonus divine power. Do I regret not keeping that 50 back? It's you know, it is what it is, I think. And then all of these are just, yeah, win games and do other stuff. So I won't get any of them until probably tomorrow now. But, okay, good to know. Good to know. Right. Well, with that done, let's hop into the South game, shall we? Given that we're on, well, we're off to a great start tonight. I'll say that for nothing. Whew. Certainly got that going for us. Whew. God, I'm stretch out, actually. Ugh. Been needing to do that sorely, I've just realised. Ooh. Well, I mean, it would be rude not to, really, wouldn't it? Like, east seat, east round, and its Dora. I mean, there's a potential reason for, you know, keeping one of it around there, because even if we find a pair of this stuff, it's kind of gold. The rest of the hand, however, we've got 7, 8, 9, which is alright. Well, I mean, it's good. 4, 5, not bad. 7, 7, 9, alright. 3, 4, and 1, 3, 5. I'm going to hit you with, I don't necessarily like this, so I'm going to drop that and then maybe see if we can score a 2 or a 4 of man there. Like, is the correct play to drop the east? Yes, but I am greeding. I don't think you're going to stop me from greeding this game. I'm actually going to greed to the extent that I'm going to pre-call. And, you know, if that's my downfall, then so be it. We can maybe get 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 out of this as well, which would definitely be worth calling for. Does mean we have to trade our pair of 7s in for a pair of easts, and he does it. It's that easy. It's that easy. Just draw the correct tile. Okay. Right. Wow. Outstanding stuff, actually. Now, we are going to need to draw... If we're going to win without the easts, without having to rely on someone dropping one. Oh, the 2 is the correct play here. No, it's not, because I've been 4 10 because I've already dropped the 1. We need to single weight on the 4, even though it looks dodgy. Yeah. So I guess 6 or, and then we kind of neaten up this. Because if we're going for a kind of a Tanyao type beat, as it were, then we can't be having this in our hand. I will accept a pair of 3s, actually. You know, should things go a little more south by southwest than we anticipate, then maybe banking on, like, you know, pawning those out. Not a terrible idea. 5, 6, okay. I've already got a 7 in my discard, so again, for 4e10 purposes, I don't think I'm going to do that. We're just looking for 3s or 4s in the man suit at least, and then like a 5 ideally in the pin suit. I wouldn't turn my nose up at a 2. Well, there goes red dragons. Yeah, no one dropping these easts, but like, that's kind of what we'd expect, really. If we drop the easts, then we have to, God, I don't know. Drop this 5. We've got a pair, and then we just wait on either side of this. The Ron, although 2 of the 5s are down, which is mighty aggravating. There we go. Right. Exactly what I was saying. Let's take our East Seat, East Round, Triple Dora kind of wins all the way to the bank if we can. Now, just the 2 or 5 pin are what we're looking for here. We've got about 20 tiles to find them, so it's not guaranteed. Would be a really nice start if we did find them. Question is, how likely do we think they are going to be in other people's hands? Like, the 5s, I mean, 2 of them are down, and I wouldn't be surprised if 2 of them were in, like, other people's hands. We do have kind of a blocker for, like, a 3, 4, 5. Obviously, because we're looking for it. But the 2s I'm not sure about. Maybe someone has triple 2s. That should still leave 1. Oh my god, it's a red 5. I'm so sorry, small child to the right of me, but you are being sent directly to hell. That's a cheeky little 18k number. I'm just gonna hit you with real quick. Well, holy, that's a big hand. And I'm not gonna rub salt in the wound, so I'm not gonna immediately drop a south wind. It immediately drops the east wind. You know what? I respect it. You know. I see where you're coming from there. Although, however, you have now slighted me, so I will be dropping your wind. That's just how things are gonna work around here. You know. That's just how we do. Alrighty then. Trip 4s and a 5. I mean, it's better than a 1, I guess. I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. Right. Well, 2 easts are down, so not exactly a lot of point me hanging on to that. And then there's white dragons also down, and so is the red dragon. So, you know what? Okay, well, you know, I'm picking up what people are putting down. Well, I'm not literally. That'd be called pawning, but yeah, a bit like that. There you are. Thanks for the demonstration. Also, you've got 3 green dragons, which is not very cool and groovy. For me, at least. Right. Okay, do we want that? No. Silly. I'm trying to think what we do want out of this hand. So, trip 4s, or maybe a pair of 4s, 4, 5. 8, 9, 9 can maybe sequence resolve itself. Do we care about this 4? I don't think we do. Maybe doing something on the other end of this and turning this into 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5 is like a play. It's very fluid, this hand, is what I'd say. Like, there's a lot of different ways you could take it, but I don't think any of them are one step away from, like, being a made hand, so I can't just wait for the magic Reachy button to kind of do all the work for me. Which is, you know, a bit tragic, but also I like being able to know how to play in, you know, games outside of Mahjong Soul, which I do go to on occasion. Where, you know, you can't just rely on, like, the pop-ups being like, oh shit, yeah, I could have that. Not drawn a lot that's been very inspiring over the past couple of tiles, but you know, the game is young. We've got plenty of time to do so yet. And even if we don't, are we complaining? Like, oh no, we didn't make a hand. We're already on 43k. I don't think it matters. Like, something we don't lose consistently. Like, we should be looking at other people's discards and planning out how we want to play defensively in, like, the last, you know, however many is it? What, like 7, maybe 6 rounds of play. So dropping that north is probably a good start. Like, our main focus is going to be on our green dragon girl over here, and just what exactly she's planning. Now, she might not have a lot in here, like, because she hasn't called, and you may as well if you've got the green dragons, but also that could be a, you know, could be that she just drew something that's made. And that's a bluff to try and get me to drop tiles. So I should still keep an eye on her discard pile all the same. And if we're going to discard stuff in a discard pile while also, you know, while also keeping my hand fairly nice, this 2 I don't think is a terrible shout. We're not going to pawn that. I don't think it's worth it. Again, 2 5 pins in a discard means we can't lose off it. Because neither of these players are called Reachy. I mean, maybe they haven't called Reachy and they're going for some super slow play, and if that's the case, then they've got me. But I don't expect that kind of play at this range. I expect this kind of play. So, right. These 8s are safe. There is really no reason for me to try and force a hand here, so we literally mouse over. When we see blue tiles, we're like, great, these are safe tiles. We drop them. We have made 5, 6, 7 rather humorously. In fact, there is still a possibility if we draw, like, an exactly great tile next turn that we kind of just backslide to Tempai through no, like, real measure of our own worth. However, because we haven't done that, I'm not going to rely on it coming up next tile, so we're just going to give up the Tenpai, and we're going to fold it out. Maybe this 2 would have been a better drop, just in case, again, this player had kind of got a bit close to winning, but... Well, that is unfortunate. Also a lot of Dora. 7,700, it's not a bad hand, you know. It's another one of those, and you'll be almost near where I am. Which I kind of say as like a kind of a mocking jest, but also it is a genuine kind of point of concern. Because we ideally want to keep everyone else under like 30k. This is fascinating. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Extra 7. We've really only got one set of 3 left to kind of work out between this 7, this 6, and this green. And then, like, honestly, we're cooking with gas here. We're going to drop the green dragon for the red dragon for, again, just, it's the age-old adage of, like, you know, I've never seen someone try for a perfect green before, but I have always done this, so, you know. Maybe I've blocked 1 in my lifetime and I just haven't realized. 5, 6 is... Wait, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're just looking for a 1, actually. Just looking for a 1 pin. And then we have full straight. That's living the dream right there. How many 1 pins have we got left? Or more accurately, I should say, what are we looking for to kind of make this 1 pin the tile we're waiting on? Because a 7 gets us there immediately, but there is exactly 1 left, so I'm not going to count on that as being particularly likely. So, which leaves us with possibly dropping that 7 for something that goes next to this 6, maybe? Or should we drop this 7 for even if, you know, something that's not close to this 6? Just in case, you know, things kind of shake out a certain way. Also a possibility. Like, is this... I feel like we run into the same problem, just in a kind of different way. With 5s, and the red 5's already down, so... You know, it's not like I'm going to try and make triple 5s off having 3 of that. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I am a little bit tunnel visioning on this pure straight. But... I think it'd be cool if we could get it. And that's about as far as my analysis goes currently. Yup, okay, there we are. A 1, 4, or a 7 works here. How does a 4 or a 7 work? 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. Yep, that would do it. I mean, ideally, as I say, we're looking for the 1 pin. But I'm not going to turn down a win on the others. Yeah. And I don't think... Yeah, there's no like, Dora we can really be concerned with. I totally didn't spot that this 6 just makes Tenpai. The thought didn't even cross my mind. Oh, someone's eyeing up this 2. Also, another 3-way wait on, like, what, 9 tiles? We've been on some really, really good waits this evening. Like, some really astoundingly good ones. So now we've just got to wait for someone to deal it. Oh, and we fucking Menzen Sumo, the 1. Dear God in heaven, what did I do to deserve this luck tonight? Pinfu pure straight? Fucking Hanuman, we've almost knocked out in 4th place there. 4th place actually now cannot reach you. They're on low enough points that they cannot reach you or they just lose. That is so rough for them. Ooh, okay, so they've got to find an alternate win con then. Which, again, really just basically means they've spun out at this point, like... Actually, no, I'm not going to say that, because then they'll make the hugest comeback. But, yeah, the chances of that happening, while unlikely, are not 0. So let's be vigilant. Right. Drop this. Let's be vigilant makes one of the stupidest plays I've made in a while. Yeah, that was not it. for I saw dragon, I wanted dragon. This is also not it, so I'm not going to do it. Let's drop screen dragon. Now, did me holding that dragon give this player an extra turn or two to draw that? Unlikely, but also, you know, a possibility which I have to consider. Another 3. Which, to be fair, given there's a 1 pin in the wall I don't hate that we drop. Kind of, in a way. Like, I'm not ecstatic about it, but I don't hate the idea. What are we feeling? A 1 pin. That's pretty disastrous, considering what I was just talking up about, this 1 pin being in the wall, but, you know, we're not psychic here. So, we couldn't have predicted that. Okay, 7, 8, 9. We'll drop a white dragon for it. Because again, we just, like, we're in a kind of the territory where we just kind of want to... We don't necessarily want to slow things down, actually, but, like, given that we're not going to get these dragons, we just want to deny them to other people where we can. Didn't go so well with the green dragon, admittedly, but I don't know, this white dragon's got a certain little something going for it. 3, 4 instead of this west. I mean, hear me out though. Why are we keeping this 1 around, really? Like, if it genuinely improves things, then fair enough, but I don't think this genuinely improves anything. Like, I think we have to kind of wait for something like this. See, this genuinely improves things, and I don't mind, actually. Call me crazy, but I don't mind waiting on either this or this, like the 2-sided weights, and then just ditching this 1-sided weight, and maybe we can pick up a west and start calling. Because there's 2 out there. And it is my seat wind, so, you know, if there's a way I wanted to go fast here, that would be it. I'll keep this around, because I don't really want this anyway. It also means we can maybe get like 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, which would be nice. Ooh, okay. Oh, you can call reach, but you don't lose until... Well, I guess you just don't lose in your case. The biggest fucking reachy bet I've ever seen, but yeah, no, he got it. He got his 3.6k. He can now call reach without, like, betting, I mean, like, the last hour of his life there. Alright. Remember what I was saying about that comeback? I was like, oh, it'll never happen, you know. Sometimes I gotta hold myself accountable for releasing these jinxes into the world. Okay, this hand though. So trip 6s. You know, 2, 2, 3, 3. Quite easily become, you know, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Trip 6s and a 7, or, you know, pair of 6s, 6, 7. There's a lot to like about this hand. There's really a lot of tiles that are very good for it. And this red dragon is basically a non sequitur, as it were. We just don't need it in this kind of a game. We're also not really looking at the man suit in this game, but like some choice tiles in the pin or soul suits could really see us through. And again, that would also mean we're lining up for Tanyao here, so if we really wanted to, we could start calling. And that is something I'm interested in doing, so I'm going to start doing it. We're going to just go kind of like quick and dirty on this one. Now we have 5, 6... Okay, interesting. We have 5, 6, 7, and a pair of 6s. That does improve the hand. Because it means we're just waiting on, like, 1 more tile, and then we can, well, not call reach, obviously, but... we can kind of start looking for our Ron. What are those tiles that we're looking for? A 5 or an 8 of soul? Or... well, I guess we can keep you around and then that might... No, we can't keep this one around because we're going for Tanyao. Is there a world in which like a 4 makes sense? Yes, we have 3, 4, 5... 6, 6, 6 randoms. No, we just kind of maneuver it down the other end of things. If we're being honest, it doesn't make a huge amount of sense. Okay, Souths are out. Oh, yeah, I mean, I would like it. Okay, we're going to drop this 4. And we're going to try and pick up the pieces after that. So. This is interesting. I guess depending on what we draw. Do we want to take 3, 4, 5 or 4, 5, 6? Yeah, sure. Now, we could win off of these. And I'm inclined to say that would be the better decision. As much as tempting as the flush is. But also, this is a great bait for doing exactly this. Like, yeah, it's a cheap and dirty hand when I could have probably gone for a flush. But you know what? You weren't expecting that, that 5 to be the tile I needed. You were expecting some kind of pin tile. Okay, south 1, we are east seat. Guess we'll drop a 1 for this. So, 3, 4, 4, 5... 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 9, Dora 5, or red 5, I should say. Dora 4 here. West Wind not exactly doing it for me. This hand's okay. Like, it feels like it's one of the hands that's going to get very close to finishing and then just never quite does. But there's potential in them there hills. Gotta let the game develop or see if we can do anything else, like not draw these west winds, which we're not using. Also, we're kind of in the situation I wanted earlier, where like everyone else is below 30k, which makes my first feel very secure. Doesn't excuse me not playing defensively where I need to, obviously, but I think this 1 doesn't do much compared to this 7, because we can have 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 4 as like 2 different things. This, like, the pin suit's basically already accounted for, and I don't see a 1 pin being a part of that future at all. I'm only really clinging onto these out of, like, some vague desperation, it's got to be said. And I'm not going Tanyao again, so I can't call that as much as I would kind of like 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, like the pure double sequence. Which might also be only closed, I'm not entirely sure. But, no, I think pure double is you can open for. It's just worth less or something. Well. Okay. I'll drop this east wind now, I think. I'm still reluctant to drop this Dora 5. Because even putting it in a pair will be kind of useful for our points, but at the same time, it is starting to look like our pairs are accounted for in this mess down here. You have 3, 4, 4, 5, 7, 7. One of those can easily become a pair. 8, 9, 9 is going to have to sort its kind of sort its stuff out, as it were. So really, I don't see, like, unfortunately, I don't see a place in this hand for this Dora 5. I do think this 9 is better than it. So now we can potentially have, like, 5, 6, 7 or 7, 8, 9. And then 3, 4, 5. Again, maybe we do 3, 4, 5, 7, 7, 8, 9? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Not sitting in my head quite as readily as it was a minute ago. I don't think if it was worth holding on to. Well, I think we've held on to every man tile that we've picked up, so it's not like we've missed an opportunity there or anything, aside from the missed opportunity of keeping that 5 round. Ugh. Okay. Player to our right's going for, you know, potential, like Tanyao flush, Tanyao half flush type deal. It looks like, although for someone going for that, dropping these 2 5s early is definitely mysterious on the flush aspect of things. So I think that might be a bluff, and we're just looking at, you know, if we need to drop save tiles against this player, we just drop 9s. That being said, we have a new player that we need to suddenly worry about. What's safe against them? Oh, not a lot. It's got to be said. Well, there's only 20 tiles left. I should probably fold this one out. Because I'm like at least 2 tiles away from winning. Yeah, no, I think the play is fold it here. Yeah, I know that's safe game. Move on. Move on. And what are my other safe tiles? There's this 4. There's both my 9s now, actually, which I would much prefer to drop. So let's start dropping those. And just get out of dodge, as it were. And both of these 4s here are also safe. The 9s being safe is also huge because it protects us from the right here. If you need to win on a north wind, then you've got me. No, actually, why am I taking that risk? Just, if we're folding, we're folding. Doesn't matter how far away from a complete hand we are. Let's just get out of there. And then if we, yeah, we'll play this on the last one, and then we'll kind of resign ourselves to our fate from there. Yeah, our last tile, so I don't have to play again, which is very good. Oh god. Just realised actually, is the music volume too loud? I might turn this down a bit. Oh god, in that, I've just realised, yeah, there's hand being read off, it's fine. Wait, there's a hand being read off while I'm adjusting the audio? Oh god, this person actually won on the last tile, like a full, like, under the river win. Damn. Well, alright then. Moves us on to South 2. I personally would have liked to have had this wrapped up back in East 4 when I almost won. But, you know. Beggars can't be choosers, and, you know, well, I wouldn't necessarily call myself a beggar. I'd still say it's a bit impolite to go around saying, like, oh, well, I wish it had gone this way when it's going pretty well anyway. So whatever the opposite of beggars can't be choosers it is, lords also can't be choosers. Perhaps. Sorry, I kind of spoke that sentence mid-yawn. I hope it came through in any kind of, like, discernible, like, understandable form of English. I just really wanted to say that, and then a yawn snuck up on me halfway through that one. But what I was trying to say is that, like, we should go for the opposite whatever beggars can't be choosers is, so it's like, I don't know, lords also probably shouldn't be choosers. I mean, I guess I like this 4 more than this 2. So what do we got here? We've got 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 3, or pair of 2s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 8, which I'm suddenly way more inclined to kind of jump and jive with. Or pair of 2s, 3, 4, 5, yeah, pair of 6s and an 8, so it can be fixed by a 6 or a 7. This random 6 can go as soon as we find another tile that's worth keeping, which is not this 9 pin, as it turns out. Okay, I'm nodding, but you can't see it. But yeah, this 9 soul might be okay. And now we come to a slightly awkward impasse. In that, I think actually this 445 is better than this 988. Because the 88 can just do as a pair. 988 is fixed by 7 or 8. 445 is fixed by 3, 4, or 6. There's just more tiles out there that could potentially solve our problems. And like I say, we don't mind this being the pair, or at least in contention of 1 or 2 pairs to, you know, kind of win off of. Then we're all right with that. Oh, we're less all right with that. Okay. Not good. I also have, like, I don't really want to drop safe tiles this early. That feels a bit like, you know, not something I want to do specifically. Maybe we'll drop this 8. If I want to pawn out these, I could. I'm going to, actually. We're going to try and play slightly fast here. It also means I can drop this safe tile. So we've got 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we can, sure. Why not? Why not? This 3 pin does nothing for me. This 1 pin in the wall also does nothing for me, so not my greatest con. Okay, 5 pin. Am I going to die off of? Thankfully, no. So we're going to need someone to drop a 2, 3, 6 of man or an 8 soul. And then I'll be 1 away. This is... I can't believe you've done this to me. This is actually very tragic. I don't think that's the right play, but I don't want to drop Dora. Like, we're probably still going to have to drop one, but it just means we're hunting for 5s instead of 6s. Alright, sure. And we're now hunting for a 4-man. We've somehow rode this to Tempai. Just by continuously drawing lean Dora. Sometimes greed is good, what can I say? And then we'd be in Furry 10? I can't believe you've done this to me. I can't believe you've shown me the pearly gates and then just whisked me away. Okay, the 6 was dropped not too long ago, so you're not looking for that. No, I can't win because I'm in Furry 10 with this huge hand. Unless I draw exactly it now. Okay, we didn't. But we are at least in Tenpai. So there is that. And, oh, it's not going to move round, is it? Because, yeah, we're still on 2. Okay, right. I'm seeing 5, 6, 7. I'm seeing 2 white dragons. I'm feeling a rocket hand. I'm feeling going fast. Will it come to fruition? Probably not. But we're going to give it a go. What else we got going on in here? Got 3, 4, 4. That's never a bad thing. I'll drop this 2 soul for that. Like 5, 6, 7, 7 is fine. You know, it's a good shape. 3, 4, 4 is pretty good. 6, 8 I'm a little less, you know, envious about. Same with 2, 4 here. But I'll probably get rid of 2, 4 if I need to cash out the white dragons. This is assuming I, of course, make those. Yeah, I think we get rid of this, because then we have, like, trip 4s, 6, 8, with a random 3, or pair of 4s, 2, 3, 4, with a 6, 8, you know, that type of thing. Or maybe 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 4 is also really good, actually. I would go as far as to call that probably our ideal. Hey, what if we just went 7 pairs? I'm kind of getting the feeling that, like, we could have maybe had some 7 pairs stuff last game. And, it might be heading this sort of way this game. Gonna, you know, gonna keep it in mind, keep it in the back pocket. I'm not fully sold on the idea. But it's possible. Oh god, that's 3 Dora Souths. And it's South Round. Oh no! Right. Play very, very defensively against this player to our right. It's just not worth the risk. I mean, 7 pairs, enjoyers? Are we here? We've got, what, white 7s, 6s, 6s, 4s. So if we find a 3 or a 5, we're like, basically in there. And by basically, I mean we are calling Ricci and no one can stop me. That is a 3 pin or a 5 soul, just to clear that one up. There is 1 of those down, there is none of these down, but also these are going to be a very sought after tile, being in the middle of, you know, middle of the range. 5s always are. So we've got, like, you know, not great odds of drawing this, but never say never, because technically in Mahjong I don't think you've ever got great odds of drawing anything specific that you need. It's just kind of, you know, sort of how the flow of things is. Assuming we're not going for that. Oh, which we could totally not. Am I committed? Am I committed? No, I'm not committed. I should have maybe been committed. God rewards his faithful. I don't know what to tell you. We're going for this fucking 7 pairs. We're doing it. Like, would it have been probably more door to just skin it the other way? Perhaps. Oh god, am I dead? Ow! You know what, actually? 1300? Fair enough. The important thing is that I was rewarded for tunneling 7 pairs for some reason. And honestly, we'll take that. It also moves, like, honestly, paying 1,000 points to move the seat off of this player on my right is absolutely, like, a trade I would make in this situation, like, a lot of the time. Because the closer we can get to, like, this round being over and these guys all still being, you know, like, barely, you know, like, well, 2 of them sub 20k, 1 of them barely above. Like, the longer I can keep them there for, the better. I only really need to keep them there for theoretically 2 more rounds, as long as the player across from us doesn't try anything funky. Speaking of funky, I should probably get rid of this west, because there's been a lot of it down. There's been a lot of white dragons down as well, so I guess we'll get rid of that. Like, right about now, after we call this red dragon. Otherwise, in our hand, we've got, again, not a bad setup. So 1, 2, 3. It's made. Pair of 2s, it's made. You know, 6, 7. Also pretty good. 6, 7, 7. Even better. And then an 8, 9. Okay, pawns out the 6s. We don't mind too much. Yeah, like I say, it's basically we just kind of pawn out the 7 pins and then wait on, or look, pawn out the 7 pins or like chi, I guess ideally like a 7-man, but you know, a 5 or 8-man, not 5 or 8 pins, sorry, from the player to the left also wouldn't go amiss. Like, if you want my personal opinion on the situation. Because, like, we can get a 7-man from the left, then we can drop this 7 and kind of go for a double weight on 5s and 8s, as opposed to the other, like, kind of, like, avenues which are going to give us single weights. Considering I think it's very much a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other type thing. You bastard. Okay. That's... Ooh, don't like that. Well, that's just made this 2-sided weight a reasonable amount worse. Huh. Alright then. I see how it is. I see your game. Okay. Now hear me out. Still worth it, I think. Compared to waiting on 2 7s, we're waiting on 4 8s and the last 5. Which people might drop if they haven't got it in a sequence. I think that's very... That's, like, very amenable. It's very doable. Should I have dropped a 1? No, because it doesn't matter, because we've got red dragons down here anyway, so we're not doing Tanyao. Nor does it specifically help us, for being brutally honest. There's almost a part of me that wants to, like, maybe we get a 9 and try and turn this into, like, a half-outside hand, but I feel like that would be greedy when I can just press the win button. Right, I imagine this is worth absolutely nothing, but... Yep, there we are. Like a mere 300 points off the player from our right and left, and 500, I think, from the dealer. Which makes this all last, though. Which, again, I've basically just, you know, recuperated the money I lost to move the turnaround last time. So, really not stressing about this. What are we looking at here, though? Ooh. Yeah, I'm willing to go Tanyao and just kind of race this one down. Because this 1 is not... Like, I've not got a 1 or a 9 that's integral to my clean game plan at the minute. I now have a 9 that's maybe slightly integral, but... I'm sure we can work around it. And by work around it, I mean get rid of it at the first possible opportunity. As soon as something else comes up, like this 3. We'll take that. I mean, it's not the best. I mean, I guess it could be with like 6, 7, 8, and then 3, 5, but also just keeping a pair of 8s around is pretty good. Like, all things considered. 3, 4, there we are. That's kind of more the ballpark that we're aiming for here. Let's have a look. 7. I mean, might have been nice, I guess, but again, not too bothered by it. For my two-sided weights to my single weights. 9 is not going to do us any favors if we're going for Tanya. We are kind of now locked into doing. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't hate it. Okay, a pawn on that. I say we drop this, and then we're waiting on either a 3 or a 6 to make the pair for these, and then we like wait on this. Or a 4 or a 7. Or, yeah, so 3, 6 soul or 4, 7 man. Oh, hey, I can. Why not? Get an east wind. You've done me a great disservice. Okay. East winds, sure, you can. Let's, and I guess also, the good thing about waiting like this is that if the player to my left drops anything, I can call a 3 or a 6 off of them, make that the sequence, keep the pairs in hand, and just drop this. Ooh. Okay, dropping that green dragon feels a little odd, but I suppose it is late enough in the game now where maybe it isn't that bad. So yeah, we're alright with that. And now we wait on the 4 or 7. Okay. The 4 or 7 of man. Kind of makes the dream work for us here. And we've got 20 tiles to find it. A lot of man tiles being dropped by player on my right here. Which maybe leads to some good things. We've seen 4s and 7s go down. This 1 pin does nothing for me. I imagine it probably doesn't do a lot for a lot of people. That's a lot of cans. And that does actually do something for me. That 3 soul gives me a little more. Okay. No! Oh no! I just wanted to press funny can button. No, not like... I mean, it doesn't actually matter. It just secures my first. But still, I'm below 50k now. How could you do this to me? Oh. Well, you know what? Fair enough. I'll take it. I'll take almost getting into... actually not getting too far away from being expert 2. Oops, I forgot we can just click. I think I'll do one more. One more sounds good. And then I will leave you with those 3 Mahjong games. 2 wins so far tonight. If we could make it a 3rd, you know, if we make it a 3rd, maybe I'll go for one more after that, just to see if I can push into Expert 2. But I imagine, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Never say never and all that. Since I seem to be on a bit of a hot streak at the minute, why not take advantage of it? Particularly when you're starting with 2 white dragons and 2 green dragons. Like, this is a bit worse, but I'm not going to complain. Like, this is a pretty good start. We'll drop this north, because there's already one of it down. I know it's my seat wind, but... You know, sacrifices have to be made for this 3-5, which puts, you know, kind of puts a Dora tile on our rate. Well, not a Dora, a red 5, but you know what I mean. I think cheating this is perfectly acceptable because we're going to be calling this. Like, that's just something that's going to be happening for us. We can kind of maybe feint some, like, half-outside stuff, maybe. 3, 4, 5, it's a dream come true. It's a Christmas miracle. We'll drop the south for it. Yeah, you know what? If we keep getting games like this, maybe I will keep going. You know, I'm partial to winning on occasion. Now, do we go for the ultimate greed? And yeah, maybe we do. You know, maybe we do. Okay, there's 1 east down, which is kind of in a weird roundabout sense very good for us. Because it means that people will be more likely to drop it, so if we try and pair up off this tile later, then we do not want to cheat that. We would have loved to pair up off that too, actually. But fair enough. Yeah, because we would have paired up off that too and then immediately won there. That's, well, hindsight's 20/20 and all that. Just see if we can't, it's like... Would also mean that we... don't get our green dragons, though. We'd be looking at just like a red 5 white dragons kind of hand. See, now we get this, and now we get to try and maybe pair up off of an east. Which I think could be a very kind of like sleeper tile. Well, maybe people are still hanging on to them. But a lot of people don't expect you to try and win off a single east like once one's already down. So I'm going to kind of let that be my guiding light. And, you know, case and point. Case and point. 2 dragons and a red 5. Not the biggest hand in the world, but it is 5.2k. So, decent. You know, we'll definitely take it. Alright, moving on to our next hand. What the fuck? Okay. Now, hear me out. We're not going to pawn that. I'm going to wait and see what I draw. Okay. That has not gone the way I thought it might have done. Because what I'm saying is, what I'm seeing in my hand here currently is 8 out of 13 orphans. Now, hear me out. But no, I think it's silly. I think there is a time for winning like that, and given there's like a red dragon and now a green dragon, I guess, down already. I mean, is it really ever the time for 13 orphans? I don't think in a hand like this we didn't even get like the 9 terminal draw thing. So what that translates to is that this has gone from a Mimi kind of like Yakuman style hand into just a bad hand. So I'm not hugely feeling it. We're going to drop this south, I guess. Drop all these wins that don't really mean that much to us. The white dragons could still potentially mean things, or maybe it just sits there and, you know, scares the shit out of us forevermore. But yeah, no. I guess the south was Dora, but I can't claim to care. I can claim to care about that. Right, okay. Now it's still a bit early to fold out, I think. I could see myself dropping an east wind here, and then followed by a west wind, because I doubt you'd be wanting to pair up with either of those, and it gives me a little bit more time just to see kind of what we're working with. We could jettison the wands if we need to, if we really think we're in trouble, but I've yet to feel, I don't know, yet to feel that specifically. And we can also just drop this red dragon, which we just drew, which is guaranteed safe. So I think we'll do that. We still don't want to pawn this out. I'm gonna be real with you here. It's just not something I am looking to do. 4, 5, 6 is great, but we can't just drop a 4 out there. We're going to drop this west instead. Which there was a little delay on. I'm not sure if that's just the game, you know, doing its little micro delays when someone's in Ricci, or whether it's something else. Okay, it's well, the white dragon's been dropped, so we can do this. It's not currently time for this 9. I'm still quite apprehensive, shall we say, about it. And now we have 2 of them, so you know it's I mean, but do I feel like the 2 or 3 are any safer? I think we have to bite the bullet and drop it. And now we know it's a safe tile, and now we know we can put it down next time as well. I think in a roundabout way, the hand going this way makes a lot of sense. 5, 6, 7. We have to drop a 5. Okay, we're fine. And then if we can get like a 1 or a 4 pin, or ideally a 5 soul, we will be in the money. Well, almost in the money. I think we have to drop the safer tile. I'm not thrilled by the prospect, because I don't think 4 or 7 are great to drop. Well, this is better than this. This is clearly abundant, but I think a 7 might be fine. Just about was. So we got 5, 6, 7, 4, 4, 6. So we're still kind of waiting on a 5. It's just in a different way than we were before. I see Ricci button. I am just going to look for whichever tiles there are the most of left. Holy shit, there is none of these. But I guess this would be Pinfu, so go off. Reach. Am I immediately dead? No. Excellent. Yeah, there's... You could almost argue there wasn't a lot of point to reaching there, but... Am I getting cackled at? No, thank God. Oh, just one more 5. Okay, that's safe. At the very least, we should get our Ricci stake refunded as long as we don't lose right and... Well, right. Yeah, well, we won't lose right now because we'll get the Ron. There we go. Hey, Ricci Pinfu. Oh, we got one Orador as well. Okay. Another solid leg up. On 35k. God damn. And that is a beautiful hand. That's 2 red 5s looking back at me, and I'm not opposed to the idea at all. We are South Seat. However, I don't particularly envisage this hand going in a way where, like, that would be relevant. I'm kind of thinking at the minute that we have 3s, 5s, 7s, 1s, and then some, like, sequency stuff in between. Yeah, well, you know, there. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a 1 pin, a 4 saw, or a 5 saw, ideally. Kind of puts us in Ricci range for 7 pairs, so why not just look for that? Why not, honestly? Yeah, I'm gonna be looking for that. I think this is actually a very simple, like a very nice, easy one. We don't worry too much about, you know, the what ifs, the what could have beens on the rest of the stuff. We just commit to this. And we really try and, if we do have to try and, like, snake it in one particular way, I want to be looking to either find initially or reach on this 5, the extra Dora. Other than that, like I say, I'm not overly, you know, I guess that's my only preference on the draw. I was going to say I'm not overly fussy. There we go. Let's reach on the 1 pin, I think. Reach! I think that'd be pretty good. God, we are absolutely killing it tonight. I've got to say, it's just utter domination. Oh God, I've said that and now I'm going to get immediately punished for my crimes. I see. Alright. Are people going to drop that magical 1 pin? Maybe I should have waited on the 4. No, waiting on the 1 makes way more sense because it's going to be used in less things. It's an edge tile. People might want to drop it for certain hands. The 4 is right next to a 5. It's going to be used in a bunch of things. I think, yeah, I think my decision there is better in terms of scouting what people are going to try and reach for. Ooh, I might be dead here. No, I'm not. Thank God. We need a 1 pin at some point game. No, apparently not. Okay, well, fair enough. Really, not getting much of anything at the minute. So I guess, you know, our 2 opponents here have just folded out, which is the correct thing to do. Bit of a shame I can't get this hand to go off, but it is what it is. Yeah, just wow, no one drawing much of anything, it seems. Right, who had my wands? No! You had one of them. Oh. Oh, no. All the way back down to 2nd after I worked so hard to get up there. And by worked so hard, I mean lucked out in a billion hands in a row. I can't believe you've done this. Right, this hand, call me crazy. I think we get rid of this 5. We have 3 2s, or a pair of 2s, 1, 2, 3. 6, 6, 7's a nice shape, fixed by 5, 6, or 7. Although 3, 4 is also looking for a 5. So then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. We now have 6, 7, 8, which I think is worth dropping this east for. Try and stop exactly that happening, but fuck me, I guess. Now we have 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Is keeping the extra 6 around useful? I think actually dropping this 1 might be more useful. Ooh, no, actually. Now I've done that, I'm not so sure. Because I guess we could be pairing up off that 1, or we could be doing sequences. Yeah, that was a misplay. That wasn't it. Okay. Right, so what are we really looking for? Like that, I guess.
Reach!
Yep, there we are. I'm just going to press the reachy button when I'm like 3 tiles in again. You know. Such is how tonight's going. It's just very just like, here, sir, have all of the points. Oh, sometimes Mahjong is a very generous game. On occasion. Oh, hey, it's sumo for me. Damn it, I do. I think I will take a men's end sumo. Not even the most amount of points, it's just 4k, but you know. It's enough to put me back in first. Which is what I'm about. And I get that little extra hundo points for it being a repeat. Right, let's drop this south. This hand's a lot more dodgy. This hand is... Okay. So, what I'm envisioning here, which may be, like, it pains me to say it, but it might be worth, at a later stage, dropping this 5 and going for some half-outside stuff, which I think I can call off of. So not this 4. I'm going to double-check that, actually. What do we got? 2-hand, half-outside, yes. -1 hand for making a call, but still possible. It's what we needed to know. So, I think we scout for half-outside things. So we're looking for a 2 here, a 7 or a 9 here, a 3 here, a 7 here, and then something to fix this. There's that 3. So yeah, no, I think we commit to the plan. We drop this red 5 early, which, you know, it's a bit painful. It hurts me a little, but it's got to be done. I think we need to chi that. Pair of 1s, interesting. I think I actually like it more than this one. Because now this is fixed by a 2 or a 1. Although the small problem with that is that both the other ones are down. This is, I mean... I don't want to say 7 pairs again, per se, but... If I don't want to say 7 pairs again, maybe I should not drop something that's in a pair, hey? Yeah, that would be smart. I could have gone 7 pairs. This is the worst. Although, no, actually, no, this makes a cosmic sort of sense, because now we can find 2 2s, maybe, and have this be kind of, like a half outside, pure double, like, a bunch of nonsense, essentially, but... Okay, we don't really want to pawn that. 7, 8, 9 is pretty huge. And then we can pair up on these 9s if we find a 2, or if we call a 2. And then we have our pure double sequence half outside hand, which is pretty phenomenal. Okay. We're getting a bit fancy with this one, I'm not going to lie. It's a little fancier than I've been trying to tread for the rest of this evening, because I've been trying to keep it simple, but I think we've come out okay on it. There's 3 2s down, which is a bit of an issue, because it means our win condition will never come to pass. Do we have a backup plan? The answer to that, honestly, is no. So, I guess, as heartbreaking as it is, we do have to fold this one out. It's a shame, because it was real close. It was real close to, you know, being something. Okay. Oh god, disconnect the player. Oh, no, never mind, they're back. They're back. Do I pawn this? I mean, I guess I pawn this? Does it help me at all?
Pawn.
No, but for the sake of, you know, I guess I'm now in a sort of, you know, in a sort of tempi. So if I can hold this for the next, you know, little while, which is, because I say my win condition was never working anyway. So if we can just, you know, get lucky 2 or so more times, then maybe we can, you know, we can at least claim like 1,000 points from being kind of close. even though there's no conceivable way this hand could work. Yeah, fun fact about old Ricci Mahjong here. You know, this is still counted as Tenpai, even though it can never possibly happen. Which means for the end of the game, when you're dolling up, you know, who to give points to for Tenpai, you can still snake a few. Right, we've got to get lucky on this last one, it would seem. So, as long as no one needs this green dragon, this is actually pretty scary, but we're going to do it. There we go. Okay. Keeps us kind of level pegging with the player to our left here. And keeps the east seat on us, actually. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or not. Would I have traded 1,500 point differential for just moving the rounds around? Maybe not when the points are this close. When I was when I was as ahead as I was last time, let's see if I can use my words, then, you know, maybe you've got something going there. But at this juncture, it's a little too close cut, I think. We'll see what we can do. Ooh, 9? Do we love it? Do we love it? I don't think we love it, but also this pair of 9s is going to be a thing anyway, so let's drop a green dragon. I'm not going to give up the east before the green dragon, because we're obviously east round, east seat, so it's worth twice as much if we turn it into something effectively. We may as well go for it if we have to, you know, kind of pick a favourite child, although my favourite child currently is the 9s and not either of them, so guess we'll get out of that. So, we've got, what, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, or 3, 4, 5, 4, 6. It's 1, I don't think it's going to help us. We're not particularly looking for half outside hands here. We're just looking for kind of like, you know, a sort of closed pinfu, you know, maybe stick a Ricci on the end if we get there. Would just be kind of what we're aiming at. And then if we need to fold out, you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Like, we have to get rid of this 7 as well. Meh, we still get to keep east seat on us as long as we're in, like, reasonable standings at the end of this one, so... and even if the east seat passes around, as I say, in this particular circumstance, I don't think we'll be fine, so... Don't overexert ourselves, like, you know, on this one, essentially. What do we do here? 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 could be a thing. This is kind of... Yeah, I think we have to drop this 7 Dora now, actually. It's a little bit of an out there play, perhaps, but I think it's just how we make the best hands. This 7, 8, 9 is really, and this 7 here, and this 7 here, the fact that we've actually just seen 3 7s down, is kind of crushing for us. We're looking for exactly the last 7 in the game, so we're not really going to make this. Like, realistically speaking, if we're still looking for that 7. So we need to pair up on one of these 9s. We need to, sorry, triple up on one of these 9s. We need to drop this for something. That's a Ricci. That's not ideal. Okay, it's not impossible that we can draw this 7, but it is just very unlikely. Okay, yeah, well, to be fair, I didn't have a lot to go off of there. That's a lot. Ow. Okay. Guess I'll go back down to 3rd. Ooh, that one smarts. That one, there's just not a lot you can do about it because there's just relatively little information at the table. But it is what it is. I see 2 north winds and a green dragon down. You guys hate me. You guys actually are working against me, like, conceivably. This is literally all of the tiles I need. Why would you do this? I should have really dropped this west wind before someone claims it. Because the north wind, you know, no one's going to be interested in. The green dragon, maybe, but there's already one of it down, so let's just deny another wind. Let's not do that. Let's, am I feeling this 8, and why is the answer, like... I mean, I'm feeling it more than the north wind. I'm not, you know... it's not, you know... It's not the second coming of Christ. It's not, you know, sung carols at my door and then giving me £1 million. But it's better than a, you know, better than a north wind. Do I want to just 4, 5, 6 this? Honestly, no, because we've got that 1 and 2. I think we actually drop this. We get some of the single weight, like, nonsense out of here. I mean, actually, I say single weight. I should have dropped the 1, because I think we do on 2, 4, 6. Now I'm on just a significantly worse weight here. So, yeah, this was absolutely the play in hindsight. But oh well. We could have had 4, 6, 8. It's kind of rubbing it in a bit there, but oh, okay. Drop my 1 now, so I can't go for half outside things. That limits me a little bit more in that direction, but I don't think we were heading there anyway, let's be real. I don't think we're heading anywhere with this hand, if I'm going to be honest. This one's a kind of just sit on it, simmer, and wait for the new draw. Start the next round. We would have had 6, 7, 8. Yep, okay, more for me. So, I guess we get rid of this 4. And on the off chance, we pair up on the 2s. Which, again, off chance. Not super thinking that it's, like, likely. I mean, if I had 2, like a door or 2, people could also be looking for, like, kind of more mid-game. I don't think anyone at this rank really tries to look for Dora tiles late game when they're in Reachy, because everyone's like, oh no, they'll obviously, you know, people will be terrified to drop them. So it'll never happen. But there's a certain, you know, element of... Yeah, we'll just take the 789. I was trying to see if I could make 789, 789, 789, but I don't think it's going to happen. 28 tiles left. Again, I'll be very surprised if anything happens with this hand. We'll drop the Dora 2 now. Not actually taken by anyone, which is nice. 1, 1, 2. Actually, if we get a 1 or a 2 here, we could be in for something. I don't think it's worth pawning out. I don't... Yeah. Which means that basically, if we see another 2, we'll pawn that, and then we'll just accept the fact that we're going to have, like, 10 pi, but not really a win. Like, not really a way to win. Like, I was tempted to there, but I thought with 24 tiles left, maybe it's worth, you know, having a bit more of a route around in the wall. Just see if we can find something. 4 doesn't do a lot for me, but someone's considering pawning it, and they have not. 2 also not doing a lot for me, I'm going to be honest. Okay, going to see a pawn on the 8s. Do I want that? No. I still don't want this 2. Gonna be honest, not a fan. Although, if had I known I was going to draw both of them, I would have dropped this 8 and then dropped one of these 1s, then I could have had like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 type dealio. 6 doesn't really do much for me. Which means the 7 I haven't got is more valuable. I mean, sure, I guess, you know, there's a potential 10 pi if I draw a 3 now, like, so it's a 2 or a 3. Like, you know, there's these 2s, man. God damn. Or you might actually have 4 as well, because I could have, like, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Like, there's extra options this adds. Maybe I'll do, like, a cheeky chi or a pawn on here. Or I won't.
No.
Instead, I guess I'll just die here. Ugh. To be fair, that was also kind of stupid of me. Like, I had no reason I needed to drop that when I could have just been playing safe, particularly on, like, last tile of the game. That's also, again, to be fair, I like that I've been having games tonight where I can kind of accurately, succinctly point out, okay, yeah, this is like I messed up, not just, well, that's Mahjong, whoop-de-doo. Okay. So last place, to reclaim to 3rd, which I'd like to do, to try and save a couple of points here. We're looking at a regular, kind of 5k difference. I think this is doable. Guess West doesn't do anything for me, though. Got a pair of red dragons, which I'm hoping to turn into a triplet. Pair of 8s with a 4-6. Pair of 3s. A Northwind. One of the Northwind down. Which is... Yeah, I guess I'll try a green dragon instead of it. More of it about and all that. That's a lot of early pawns. Okay. 1-1-3 I like more than just this straight 1-3. Which I do like more than this green dragon. In a weird kind of twisted sense. I think you drop that. And someone was apparently eyeing it up, but decided no, which is terrifying because, like, that's like a free win con, and you're saying you don't need it because you already have something stopped, and you could get more points. 135, I'm very happy to see. Maybe more so than 8-9. We got 4-6-8-8 has a certain something going for it. 1-3-3 is good. 1-3-5 is good. We don't really need 8-9 in this. I've decided that's kind of not where we're gonna kind of, you know, not the hill we're gonna die on. That's very good. We're gonna drop an 8 here, although we do have to be incredibly concerned by this player over here potentially taking us even further behind. Yeah, we'll pawn that. We may as well open our hand up because we've kind of got to go fast here. Then, like a 5 would be great. That is a 5. You know what? You got me on the technicality there. I think it's a better pair because, again, it incorporates this red 5. So we've shuffled ourselves around a bit, but now what we're really looking for is like a 2.
No.
Or that, I guess. All triplets. Surprisingly, we can. Honestly. Yeah, much better to have that one as part of things. But, you know, I guess it gets you in first by 100 points, so credit to you. Okay. Right. Ooh. 7-8-9. Okay, right. 7-8-9. 4-5 with a red 5 is always good. The 7's a bit random, but we'll work with it. 1s and 2s. I don't feel the need to pawn. Random 4. There's a west wind and a green dragon. And a white dragon. Do I care about this 4? Honestly, I think I care about it more than I care about this 7. And maybe that's my folly, you know, but I think one of these tiles is probably going to end up getting, like, dropped anyway. Although this does kind of starve me a lot early game. See, now I've dropped this 4, so I may as well drop this 2, but had I not, you know, suddenly this could have maybe turned into, like, even if it's a single weight, it's something more than this. Because now I have to drop this green dragon for an 8, which is not, you know, not really anywhere near anything else I have, so I can't say I can make much use of it at the minute. But it is, you know, it is what it is and all that. Ooh, okay. There's one of those 3s we were looking for. There's a west wind down, so I'll take this, I guess. We have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Oh, God. All right. Things you don't want to particularly see when you're behind. In third place, getting that kind of a reach. I mean, I guess the white dragon is less likely, but, like, I mean, if I'm honest, I think we're kind of screwed 7 ways to Sunday. No matter which way we slice it here. Do I want to cheat that? Like, no, not really. Is this in any way better? I think it might be safer. There's a lot of man tiles going down, so, like, we'll give it a go, I guess. This 1 pin is not safe at all, but I don't think we have the luxury, really, at this point. I think I have to start dropping safe tiles at the minute. This is horrible. This is rancid. I'm going to have to drop this 4. Don't trust either of these being safe until someone else drops one of them. Like, this could be a weight on dragons. We just don't know. This does improve our hand, and we would want to get rid of this for it. I'm going to give it a go. We're actually not a million miles away from falling reach ourselves, which means we're just at that kind of awkward, tenuous point where we really want to... Okay, we're going to have to drop a dragon here. I think it's... I'm going to drop the white dragon.
No.
Ah! Should have dropped bread! Yeah. Always dangerous, but I think if there was ever a chance I was going to recover there, I had to play a bit riskier. But yeah, it's not looking good. We're gonna need some Yakuman style help to get out of this one, I think. But South 4 does also end on us, so we could make like the most heroic play that, you know, that Bleeding Mahjong Soul's ever seen and just win like 17 games in a row off of quick hands in South 4. So I guess that's maybe our game plan now, as much as it sucks. But hey, you know, it is what it is. It's a path to victory that is still open to us, as long as we don't completely eat shit this round. I should drop this red dragon, however, I am stupid, so I'm not going to. I'm going to kind of just wait until the second one's dropped, I guess. Pair of 6. Okay, now I think it's a reasonable drop. 5, 6, 6. Yeah, okay, you've got me on that one. Just need to, like I say, what's the absolute fastest hand we can make out of this that incorporates this pair? Pair of 3s. Okay, yeah, good. Lots of potential pawn targets. Also a chi target, if, you know, if we get 5, 6, 7, or 4, 5, 6, we have to lose one of them. I'm not gonna, like, I'm not really gonna be too upset about it. I mean, every point counts, obviously, but, like, I think at the moment, some more than others, perhaps. I'm like just seeing what kind of pawns we can get. This 2, I don't think does anything for us. It's a bit too far out the way. Okay, what about then? 4, 6, 8. Do we like that? I don't think we do. Like, I was wondering, is there a world which I run 2, 3, 4, 6, 8? But I'm like, no, that's just a significantly worse set of weights, I believe. Although, what exactly I'm dropping here when I get a tile is like, I guess it depends on what tile I'm calling. Like, if it's a trip for these 3s, I guess I drop this 6 because it's kind of just hanging on. Like 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3 would be nice. Then we drop this 5. Or triple 6 is obviously is great. Then I think we triple 6 souls, I should say, is great. And then I think we drop the 6 man as well. Yeah, no, I think we do a little bit of this. No, this is probably still the right play, I'm feeling. Do I want to pawn it? Does it get me to my hand faster? Yes, I think. How many 3s are down? 1. Yeah, no, I think this is the correct play. To just move us a little closer to victory here. Maybe it's put us further away, actually. No. No. I think this works out a bit better. It also means we could be kind of like accidentally going for all triplets here. Which would be kind of interesting. That's a green dragon. Okay. Right, so we're looking for 3 pin, 2 man, or like, I mean, I would prefer a 6 soul, but if a 4 or a 7 soul came up, I wouldn't turn my nose up at it because I'm just trying to go fast here. Okay, that's good. Now, as long as we don't fucking die here and we find this 3 or the 6, then we've got a hand. That's 3 pins, 6 soul we're looking for. There may be life in these old bones yet. And at the very least, we made Tenpai as well, which is always nice. Gives us a bit of a fighting chance. Can we draw it, though? Can we draw the winning tile? It's starting to look a bit like a no. I mean, you know what? Maybe. Okay, it was worth a shot. And the tile I just put down is Dora, and I just got Ronald on it. Well, the life in these old bones has in fact just been taken out back and shot. So, yeah. I guess that concludes that. Oof. An exact 0 as well. Wait, are we still in? Okay. Right. I thought we were done. But no, okay, you know what? Anime time. 0 points in a dream, baby. I'm not out till I go in the negatives, according to this game. So, let's fucking go. So 1, 2, 3 with a pair of 4s is a pretty good start. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9 could be a nice pure double sequence for us. 3, 6 I'm hanging on to just because they're kind of near the middle, you know. Nice to have some stuff about. I will now drop this red dragon. It doesn't feel right. I'm going to drop this 3. Because now we can have 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Which would be very spicy. Okay, now we drop the red dragon for this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. With a potential 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9 on the end here. We now have triple 2s, 3, 4, 4, 5. I think it's worth dropping this for. So we have 1, 2, 3, and a pair of 2s with 4, 4, 5. I guess... Wait, I think I can still call Ricci? Even though that would put me... No, I'm on exactly 0. So I can't call Ricci because that would put me in negatives? Is that how this works? Like, do I instantly lose if I do that? I don't know. I'm going to try it. You know what? Science. If I get to Ricci, I'm calling it. We're just going to see what we can do with that. We will not be cheating this, because that would not do us any good, quite frankly. It would simply not do us any good. Okay. Had a pretty rip-roaring start, but we've stalled a little bit here. Looking for... Like I say, something to sort this 4, 4, 5 out. So, you know, like a 3 would be pretty great. Or, you know, a 4 or a 6. A 9 soul also wouldn't go amiss. I'd take a 6 soul. Honestly, thinking maybe we could do, you know, like... You know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, takes you 1,000 points down there. So I wonder how it handles zeros. So we'll just have to... We'll just have to wait and see. Or maybe we won't. No. Yeah, maybe we won't. Well, you know what? I played my best at the end there. Just didn't get the tiles at the end. Ooh. Well, that was a significantly rougher last game, but honestly, in a kind of cosmic karma sense, yeah, alright, fair. I misplayed a couple of times and then got unlucky a couple of times later on the end. How many points am I losing for that? Ooh, 132. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Right. Well, on that unfortunately sour note, I think I'm going to wrap up stream here. 'Cause I don't think there's enough time to get another one in before I go and do some other stuff, unfortunately. So, thank you all very much, those of you who stopped by and commented and watched. Been my pleasure to, you know, just be about for the evening again. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I've been Artorius Winchester, and I'll see you next time. Farewell.